Howdy internet! So it's been a hot second since I've done a reaction video and I'm looking forward to trying to get back into it. No promises though. But also I'm looking forward to watching more of Attack on Titan and kind of getting into like more of the plot and seeing more of what happens. Because we only just left off on episode 2, so like I said, I'm really looking forward to getting into the nitty-gritty part of even just season 1. So at least for this video, I'll try to keep the introduction short just so we can go ahead and get started with the episode, because I'm really looking forward to diving back in. So on that note, let's go ahead and get started. So I'm assuming there's going to be a time jump, so I am looking forward to seeing what Eren is like as he's older, because I don't know if we're going to jump to him already being like a soldier, or I think maybe we'll see some of his training process. Okay, so here we go. Yeah, I do think that's interesting if like this training guy can just tell who's kind of been through like the traumatic stuff already. This bro looks really smiley. Girl is really eating when all this serious stuff is going on with their training. Why would you choose to eat a potato now? I don't know how to feel about this girl yet. Offers him a potato. Oh, yep. This girl is like partially confusing me, but maybe in a good way. Okay, so the Colossal Titan. Yeah, that's still just such a creepy thing to think about, that like they were used to these smaller titans or something, but just like this big giant muscly creepy looking one coming out of nowhere. Poor Eren, and like everyone's interrogating him too. Yeah, I'm interested to see how this military police guy is gonna be as a character. Did he like knock his hand away? Bro's not dealing with any of his crap. So he's already basically in love with Mikasa. Your hair is very pretty. This military police guy is weak. Dang, yeah, like she probably will need to cut her hair. Bro is so dramatic. Go potato girl. She ran a lot more than I probably could. Definitely. Girl is serious. Is it food? It's food. I feel like this episode is making me hungry for like some good bread. Are you God? You brought me food. Potato girl. Who's this lady? I'm doing something good, so she'll owe me. Yeah, I'm thinking Potato Girl is interesting. But I'm interested to see how Eren's gonna do once he actually starts. Because, I mean, I guess it's interesting. He's the main character, and they're kind of showing that he's not good at something, which is unheard of in anime. But yeah, I'm interested to see, like, how that transition's gonna be for him from a beginner to, I'm imagining he gets really good. Dang, she's just straight up telling him just to give up. Oh, but more of in a sense of, like, throwing your life away. But it doesn't matter how much you want it. Dang, that's tough. You know, like, wanting to achieve something and it means something to you, but, like, what do you do if up front you're not good at it, you know? Just gotta keep trying. So are Potato Girl and Mikasa gonna become friends? If Potato Girl doesn't die immediately? Eren's being called out for something he said. Yeah, I guess it's also meaningful that Armin is like, I'm doing this because people handled the situation horribly. Like, not even just the Titans, but just like the people in charge or people who had authority really just messed up everything for people who weren't in those positions. Rumbling. That would be so creepy. Like, I feel like if they made this like a live action, like, even horror-esque show, like, it would be so creepy. Yeah, I feel like that's also like an interesting comment, like, that the other trainees don't understand how serious the Titans are, like the situation, and then just how dangerous the actual monsters are. There's nothing wrong with valuing your own life. Eren's looking serious. That's pretty. That's pretty. I feel like Eren already looks so grown up. I may not have talent, but I have guts. Focusing really hard is my weapon. Oh. Well, this would be interesting. Like, how do they handle it if he still can't do it yet? At least he's saying he hasn't given up. Are they going to see his hard work and dedication and say it's fine? Something else going to happen? Was his belt messed up? Look at Eren go. But wouldn't that be so frustrating though if they didn't like catch that in time? I mean, look at Eren go. That is cool. I don't need you to take care of me anymore. I mean, imagine if they hadn't caught that. But I mean, that is like a cool, like, little tiny sprinkle of a plot twist that, like, you know, even just contained within this episode, that, you know, he was trying to accomplish this task, and then he does for a little bit, and then he fails again, and you're like, oh my gosh, no, he wasn't able to do it. But then, turns out what he was doing was defective anyway, so it's like passing an impassable test kind of thing, I guess. Cool. Yeah, so I really did like that ending, because I think also from a writing standpoint, I was like, oh, how are they going to solve this issue of kind of balancing, like, yes, he's the main character and he has to be good at things, versus still trying to make it a little bit realistic that sometimes anime don't do, where, you know, you have to kind of acknowledge that not everyone is good at everything the first time they try it. So I did think that was interesting. Like, he accomplishes balancing for a little bit at the end, and then it turns out that it was a defective belt to begin with anyway, and then when they give him a standard one, he's able to do it like everybody else. So that was kind of cool, even though it was kind of brief at the end there, seeing that. And then just also knowing that now, you know, Eren's good to go with his training and seeing what all he's going to do after that. I think also now it's going to be interesting seeing more of that training process. Like, I don't know when they're going to start throwing Titans back into the story, if they're going to wait till after all of his training, or we're going to see him officially as like a soldier and then Titans start coming back, or like kind of what the plot is going to be doing, I think is going to be interesting until that point. And what are we going to see of his training? How much are we going to see of the other characters? All that sort of stuff. So yeah, I'm going to try to get around to watching episode 4 when I can. But I'm glad I was able to start getting back into Attack on Titan, because like I'm just really interested just to take it all in and see the whole story and just kind of see firsthand what I've heard so much about with like positive reviews and things like that, and then just kind of getting to experience the story for myself. So thank you so much for watching, and I'm going to try to get around to episode 4 as soon as I can. But also feel free to comment what your thoughts were of the story at this point, or if there are any other anime shows I should try to look into in the meantime. But yeah, thank you all.